Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I am live for night number 3 of painting the pumpkin lantern. And so we have painted this 3 different ways this week. Night number 1 up here behind me, we did a really rustic technique with a chippy look. And you'll be shocked, but we actually did this look using Elmer's glue as our crackle medium. So if you missed that, you're definitely going to want to go back and watch it. Sorry, I'm trying to find where my channel link is so that I can send out a message because I forgot to send a message before we went live. So I got to figure out where that's at.
You went live early.
I didn't go live early. I went live on time. And then last night, and night number 1 was to kind of represent like a beginner who maybe isn't confident doing a lot of shading and a lot of fancy techniques, because that crackle tack technique is really simple. But night number 2, we took it a step further, like a little more intermediate, and we used foils to create this faux rustic, like bronzed, there we go. Sent out a message to my channel. There we go. This faux bronzed look on the lantern. And then we did more shading on the pumpkins and the flowers. So tonight we're going to take it even further. I've got more foils that we're going to use. Plus we're going to be using some resin to add a beautiful clear gloss coat to this, and possibly some like crushed glass. I've also got some like little bitty pieces of crushed glass that from the Dollar Tree that I thought we could use. So I've got all kinds of goodies over here for us to test and try tonight. We're also live on TikTok. If you want to come join us on Facebook or YouTube, that's where we're hanging out. Hello, Francis. Hello, Angel. Hello, Marina, Julie, Heather. Hello, everybody. Marina caught me live tonight. Wonderful. How many of you have watched me all 3 nights? Are you here for the 3rd night? Don't forget to hit the share button, because Facebook's not good at showing us to everybody. So if you can help us by pushing this out, I would highly appreciate it. You can help by commenting, liking, and sharing. Hey, Lauren, how are you? And if you know somebody who's crafty, be sure to tag them when you share it, or tag them right here in the comments so they don't miss it. Margarita's been here every night. Welcome back. Denise has been here every night. Wonderful. Laurie's here for the 3rd night. All of our PC sisters are hanging out with us this week. We are painting this design 3 different ways. And we just did a really fun project in the Painters Clubhouse today. Heidi Easley went live and taught this adorable little witch design. And she did such a beautiful job on it. I've already started seeing lots of little witches popping up in the comments, or not in the comments, but in the Facebook group. And so that's been really fun to see. Brenda's been here all 3 nights. Laura said, I get so excited to see what you're doing tonight. Been here every night. I'm so glad. Lauren said, I brought work home tonight. The internet was down at planning. Well, I'm glad that you're able to be here tonight, and it's a little earlier for you. Lauren had to bow out a little early last night because it was late. We did it after church last night. Okay, are we ready to get started? If you're new here and have no idea what this is a wooden door hanger. You can hang it on your front door. You can also display it on a shelf like the one that I've got up here behind me. Here, let me do like this so you can kind of see it. See it up there on the shelf? You could set it on a shelf. You could put it on your mantle. You could hang it on your front door. You could hang it up in your office or your classroom, wherever you want to put it. But I teach you how to paint fun things like this. And we laser cut these wood blanks in our shop. So if you want to paint one exactly like this, the link to this pumpkin lantern is in the video description. So you can tap up there and grab one if you haven't yet. A lot of you have been ordering this week because you're going to paint it on the replay this weekend. After tonight, I'm going to take a poll and see which one was your favorite. I'm curious to know which one some of you are planning on painting. Is anybody painting all 3? Is anybody going to do it all 3 ways? I know somebody asked me.
One lady that said she was going to do, she was going to combine all 3. Brenda,
Ooh, yeah, Brenda, I'm excited about that. And then somebody else asked last night, like they were tracing it on a canvas or a round, and they wanted to know what color they should do on the outside. And that really depends on the color of your lantern. So
I think there was 2 different people. There was one person who was asking about canvas and one about a round.
Let me show you the plan. So the plan is we're going to use this crackle foil on the inside glass area, because I've kind of thought it might make it look a little bit like crackled mercury glass, maybe. We're also going to add a candle in the background. That was somebody's idea. And then I found this foil for the outside part of the lantern. So it kind of looks like hammered metal, galvanized metal. It's got a little bit of a brown, a little bit of charcoal gray in there. And this is going to be the color of our lantern. And then we're going to add some glass and resin to it at the end. So this is definitely going to be a showstopper. Christy said each night's getting better and better. Well, if you missed last night, you're in for a treat tonight. We're going to kick it up a notch. So I'm glad y'all are here.
Diane's here. She's a newbie.
Welcome, Diane. I'm going to start off with our color that goes in the middle here. This is the colonial blue. And I think I'm going to paint the inside part the colonial blue. And then I'm going to have to paint a color around this. And I'm thinking probably slate gray because we want to do a color underneath our foil, just like I showed you last night. So I'm going to add slate gray into the mix. It's a nice gray color that I think will go well. Any questions? Hey, Donna. Sherry's excited. Oh, I just dripped gray paint on my pumpkin. Use your finger. It'll be okay. And you don't have to clean your paint palette out before you paint. You can just keep putting paint on top of paint. That's what I do. But we're showing up every night and teaching you different ways to paint these door hangers, different fun techniques, because this really showcases just a sampling, a tiny sampling of what all you could learn inside the Painters Clubhouse membership. That is where I teach all of these types of techniques, and it's where we have a community where we hang out. So if you've enjoyed the camaraderie in the comments the last couple of nights, it's just a sampling. The Painters Clubhouse has even more to offer. There's several hundred people in there, and they're all so encouraging and uplifting. And this is your opportunity to do something like this for yourself. It's the best gift that you'll ever give yourself because it feeds your creativity and your soul all in one. Gives you a sisterhood to lift you up as you paint. So if you're interested in that, comment PC info and I'll DM you the link where you can sign up. We've got some awesome bonuses that you can take in. We're going to send you a welcome kit in the mail. We've got another really great bonus that we're going to send you where it teaches you how to practice your door hanger painting, even if you don't have a wood blank to practice on.
Tracy wanted to know, can you share with us again where you get your foils?
Yes, comment. What did I say? Foil link. Comment foil link. And once you do that, it will DM you the link to the foils. I set that up just a few minutes ago because last night people were asking and I didn't have it ready. So if you need the link to where I buy the foils or the foil adhesive, comment foil link and it'll send it to you. Okay. Just one quick coat of the slate gray on the lantern is all you need. Christy said, I love the PC. Thank you for saying that. We're going to go ahead and paint the inside. And this color is the colonial blue. It's very similar to slate gray. For just a second there, I was like, did I pick up the right color? So we're just going to do a background color of this, and then we will, and I'm going to try to be a little more careful around my pumpkin because the last 2 nights in a row, I haphazardly slopped it on the pumpkin and kind of, you could see it through the orange paint. So try not to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at both of them. You can't really tell.
No, well, the first one I fixed it. The second one, it wasn't so bad and I didn't bother fixing it, but I knew it wouldn't be obvious when I was done. I'm not convinced that this color is the color that needs to be in the background because we're going to add a candle, but I'm going to go with it. And then we can always paint over it if we don't like it. This is the color we've used on the background of our lantern each night. So I was trying to keep somewhat consistent with my colors because I think it kind of shows you how you can up level something with a few like tweaks without just completely changing the whole thing. Although you totally can completely change the whole thing, give it a completely different color, completely different look. You could do like a red lantern or something like that, or a black lantern, whatever you want to do. Heather, that is so strange. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm glad you're here. Pick up a little bit of white.
Is the candle going to be lit? Yes.
Yes, I am planning on putting a flame on the candle.
My idea.
He's trying to claim it as his idea.
Not trying. I mean, my idea.
My white's kind of dried out. I should have got some more white. I keep dipping in it, and it's kind of gummy. Donna says, I love the PC too. I just rejoined after being away for about a year. So glad to have you back, Donna. Megan said, I'm so glad you started going live on TikTok, or maybe I just keep missing them. No, I haven't been going live on TikTok, so I'm glad you caught me. I usually forget about it. It's because I have to set up a whole separate device, whereas on my laptop, I can go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But for TikTok, I have to have a separate device set up. So glad you found me. Of course, she had to say that. Rooted Wooden Decor said, I have you on my 65-inch TV and just love watching it this way. You had to say that, didn't you? I don't know if you did that on purpose, but the last couple of nights I was like, if I'm on your big screen TV, don't tell me because my head's going to be huge on that TV. What's everybody up to tonight? Are we eating dinner, cooking dinner? I got dinner cooked a little early tonight so we could eat before. You usually watch on YouTube? Christy says, can't wait to see this resin. We are still working on our Christmas ornaments. Y'all will probably have the next set out before we get done. The next set comes out September 16th, and I've already got the samples painted. I have been photographing them and getting them ready. By the way, last night we were talking a little bit about Whatnot, and some of you asked when the next Whatnot sale is going to be. We decided to do one Saturday night, 6 p.m. So if you haven't been following me on Whatnot, comment Whatnot in the comments. Just put the word Whatnot, and it will DM you the link to my Whatnot channel. So that is a separate app on your phone, separate from Facebook or YouTube. And so we do live auctions, buy it now items, sales, discounts, but it's also super fun because we will pull random things from the shop, random wood blanks, and we'll auction them off. So like bundles of blanks. We also have some mystery boxes and things like that.
Do they have to type Whatnot a certain way?
No.
And Vicki wanted to know, what colors did you see on the 2025 ornaments?
What colors did I see?
Yeah, I guess like what colors are you thinking about?
Oh, the main color on the outside of the ornament is red. So that's a little different from the last 2 years. You like the blue? Thank you. Okay. I did some touch up on my pumpkin while we were chatting. Also, I picked up some more burlap paint at Hobby Lobby yesterday. So we're good to go on that front. I had run out of that. Let's go ahead and put our foil adhesive on the lantern part. Let me explain, because we're going to do foil on the middle here too. And I could put foil adhesive on the whole thing, but I know how tricky it can be to get foil to only stick where you want it to stick. And so I don't want the color of the lantern to stick here. That'll ruin things. So I'm only going to do the foil adhesive on my lantern. I'll foil that. Then I'll put adhesive on the middle while I paint something else. Make sense? Okay, so this is foil adhesive. You can find this on the website. Just comment foil link, and you can find it at Artistic Painting Studio, and they have it in their shop. I think this is just a little 4-ounce pot of it, and I've had this for like 5 years. It'll last you a long time. And it is water soluble. So if it starts to get a little thick or gummy, you can add some water to it and it'll be a little more workable.
Christy said she'll be watching you on the Whatnot sale, but she got to watch the button that allows her to buy.
You got to keep an eye on that and get carried away bidding on everything. I know, because it's happened to me.
Now, what was it? You got 2 boxes of snacks?
I went nuts on one of those whatnot sales that people were auctioning off boxes of snacks one night. I was like, ooh, that looks good. Ooh, keep putting that in there. And they kept building the box. And I was like, I'm buying that box. And it actually did have a lot of like high protein items, which Michael and I have been really trying to eat less carbs, more protein. And so that was one of the reasons why I bid on one of them. The other one, I don't know if it had beef jerky, but one of them also had a bunch of candy in it. So we kind of enjoyed a little bit of everything. But it also had some really unique items that like I haven't seen in our grocery store. It had like the Post Malone flavored Oreos.
So Elizabeth said, come on, Michael, and help a girl out and give us a hint. 2023 outside scenes, 2024 inside scenes, 2025 question mark. I mean, it's a mix. There's a mixture. There's inside scenes and there's outside scenes.
That's true. There are inside and outside scenes on this one, but it's a completely different theme. And ironically, well, I can't say that. Never mind. I better shut up. I will give away more than I meant to give away.
Laura Davis said, first time watching you on my TV. Now I'm thinking about buying another smart TV to hang on my wall in the craft room instead of using my iPad. That's a pretty good idea.
It is a good idea. Michael should just hang a big old 75-inch TV above the laser out there in the shop. Then he could watch me live while he cuts on the lasers.
Or I could watch videos on how to do things. And yeah,
You've already thought about that?
I've already thought about that.
I feel like you'd have it on the news 24/7.
That's probably true. But I probably wouldn't put it in the main shop area because of the dust and stuff. But, ooh. Elizabeth said she has elk and deer jerky.
But that's good. Okay, so just like last night, when you're putting this foil adhesive on, you got to make sure you get, a decent amount everywhere that you want that foil to stick. And you need to try your best to get that adhesive spread evenly as much as you can. Try to keep the brush strokes out of it, because some foils do show the brush strokes really badly. I have a feeling this foil's not going to do that because of it looks like, oh, y'all, I'm a hazardous mess. It looks like hammered metal. I just dropped that on all that. Hang on. I got a mess to clean up. Clean up on aisle 4. Get a baby wipe out already. I have a feeling it won't matter with this one because it looks like hammered metal. But if you were working with a foil that had like a pattern to it, or just a super shiny foil that was just silver or gold or something, then it would be obvious where the brush strokes were. Okay, we got it cleaned up. While we're at it, let's just clean the desk.
These are those Gojo wipes.
Gojo wipes?
Yep.
I need to stop being so silly and dropping stuff in places it don't need to be. Kathy, comment foil link and it'll send it to your inbox. Paula says, everybody please pray for my grandson. He must be going through some difficulty. I am so sorry about that, Paula. I will add him to my prayers. Elizabeth said, you could use the same technique we did on the milk can using the bubble wrap. Yeah. So in the Painters Clubhouse, we painted a milk can project. I better make sure that all that adhesive is still there, even though it picked a lot of that up. We painted a milk can project a little while back, and we used bubble wrap to create a hammered metal look, like a faux hammered metal finish. So if you can't afford foils or don't want to buy foils, that's an alternative to kind of get this look, is using the bubble wrap. We've done a few different projects in the clubhouse with foils over the years, and we've done sparkly foils, we've done holographic foils, clear foil, different things like that. Okay, while that dries, let's go ahead and paint our sunflower and our pumpkin. We can do that while it's drying because we got to wait till this foil adhesive dries. Last night I explained that, you see how it kind of looks milky and white? When it turns clear, you'll know that it's pretty well dry. So we're going to get our sunflower painted in the meantime. Hey, Trudy, how are you? Happy Thursday. Also going to get some white. Thank you for sprinkling the love. What a hot mess my paint tray is here. So give me ideas on how I should incorporate glass and resin onto this. I'm going to resin the whole thing, but when it comes to glass, like I'm thinking maybe some glass in the center of the sunflower.
What are you spreading on now?
Right now I'm using sunset gold to paint the sunflower, and I'm going to incorporate some white into it on the second coat. And I got way too big of a paintbrush for this.
So what size should you use?
Yeah, see, this one's really big. I probably should have used, ideally, this would be the perfect one. This is a filbert tip brush, and it's about the same width as my finger. And I say filbert tip because see how the end of it is kind of rounded? It's really great for like painting petals, flower petals.
Ooh. Kathy said I would put glass in the center of the sunflower.
Should I do? I have some like brown glass, and I also have some gold glass. So maybe mix the two.
Lauren agreed as far as the center of the sunflower. She also said if you add a candle, you can put it in the flame.
What would you put in the flame? Maybe the gold glass, just a little bit of it?
Just a little, yeah. I would. Kathy said I would also add it to the pumpkin. And Janelle
like to
echoed that.
All over the pumpkin or to the base of the pumpkin? This is not my area of expertise, so I am fully leaning on you guys to guide me through this. I need my friend, Miss Cindy Manley here, don't I? If you don't know Cindy, you can follow her at almost said the wrong name, Art Shattered. She teaches how to do glass and resin projects. That is what her membership is all about. And she's taught me everything I know about resin.
Lauren said maybe some of the roses too. Kathy said I would do brown on the
sunflower.
I would do brown in the sunflower.
Color recap for Pam. We've painted the lantern slate gray. That's going to go under our foil. This was colonial blue with a little white, sunset gold. Lauren says, I think shade the pumpkin and the sunflower petals. Okay. Yes, Art Shattered. That's Cindy's business name. Thank you, Karen.
Laura said orange and red glass for fun.
Cindy will be at SA Live in Destin, Florida, teaching us. So I'm excited about that. Okay, on this second coat, I am going to add a little bit of white for a little bit of shading, highlighting.
Shelly said crevices of the pumpkin.
I'll have to spread this out a little bit. I'm kind of making a mess with it. The crevices of the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. You know how you got your creases that go down? You can put glass along that area.
Okay.
Karen said brown center, add a few gold beads. I think she's meaning the sunflower. Kathy said put brown in the center of the sunflower.
Okay. Good ideas.
Let's see. See, Pat Bailey said dark orange glass on the pumpkin, dark red on the flowers, and brown and gold on the sunflower. And Karen said seed beads.
Seed beads. I do have some seed beads. A lot of my beads, though, have been packed off by Charlie. She has really gotten into making beaded creations like bracelets and things like that lately. So a lot of my beads have been packed off, but I do think I still have some seed beads around here someplace.
Jennifer said, how about
we were just talking about you.
A twinkle inside the lantern.
You were?
Yeah, what can we do for you?
I said you had packed off a lot of my beads.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're making stuff right now.
So are you making beaded stuff now?
Yes, but we're also making a really
She's got a friend over in there making beaded stuff.
Jennifer said, how about a twinkle inside the lantern? Elizabeth said that she wished she was going to Destin. Her husband said yes the day after you closed.
Oh, no. Well, Elizabeth, I will say keep an eye out. Message customer service because somebody inevitably is always selling a ticket last minute because illness or family emergency comes up. And so keep an eye out, especially in September. You will probably see somebody trying to sell a ticket. It always happens. And so if you need to, reach out to our customer service, info@southernadornamentsdecor.com. I'll put it up on the screen and let them know you're looking for a ticket. And sometimes they know about somebody and they can connect you with that person.
Yeah, Barbara even said someone was selling a ticket.
Oh, recently? Yeah, there's always somebody selling a ticket.
Kathy said if you have orange glass, you could add it to the pumpkin. If not orange, clear would work also.
Okay. I do have clear. I don't have orange. I have clear, teal, blue, green, and gold. And then I have some little bitty like glass crumbles that I got at the Dollar Tree. Let me show you those. So it's like crushed glass filler. I don't even know why the Dollar Tree sells this, but I just thought it was cool, so I bought it. But like, wouldn't this be perfect to use inside something? Like it's just teeny tiny little crumbles.
You said you didn't have orange?
Yeah. That's not orange.
No. But you said you didn't have orange glass?
No, I don't have orange glass.
You have a way of separating your resin?
Mm-hmm.
I just we got that.
We ain't going that advanced today. His brain is he's like, you could dye the resin and you could do this or that. And I'm like, no, we're not going that far with it.
Some powder pigmentation that you could add to it. Or
this is already complicated enough. Don't be taking it up another level on me. I can't handle it. No.
Yeah, I'm just saying you might get me over there trying to help. Because I haven't messed with resin that much.
I know.
But it looks fun.
It does look fun. If you want, you can do the resin part of this project.
No, I'm good.
We like to get you involved.
Yeah, it looks like there's been a few people that's selling their tickets at the event Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, that'll be hard to see inside the event Facebook page if you're not in there. So I would hope that those people also maybe posted it in the Painters Clubhouse or let our customer service know so that we can help y'all connect with somebody.
Here said clear would work because the orange pumpkin would show through. That's true.
Okay, yes, I agree. Okay, we're gonna paint our pumpkin now.
Sabrina said crushed glass art is trending in parties around here.
Oh, yes, I've been seeing that they're almost like sun catchers, and the frames are laser cut. And people are pouring crushed glass in them and then pouring resin over it. And it creates kind of like a sun catcher. I have been seeing lots of those.
I think Mom, I think it was year before last. I still got it. It got me some.
Yeah, for Christmas.
And even got me the powder pigmentation and stuff. I just, one, I've got to find the right project. Two, I got to find the time.
Gotta make the time.
That's true. That's true.
That resin will go bad by the time you finally get around to using it.
Elizabeth said that the one she saw today selling her ticket was in the Clubhouse.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, that's our base coat on our orange. Can you explain the virtual experience? I'm really interested in the wood and the virtual. There's two options for the SA Live tickets. Number one is the virtual pass. It's $47 and you get access to the Facebook group where we will be live streaming the entire event. You will also have the option to purchase your ticket to the 2026 event at the same time that the in-person attendees can purchase on day 2. So that's a huge advantage because we offer like a $200 off discount during that time. You'll also get all of the templates to the projects that we're going to be teaching. We have 6 different projects. So if you want to cut your own blanks at home, you can do that. Now, if you don't want to cut your own blanks, you want us to send you a kit for $200 more, $247 total. We can mail you the kit along with everything else that I just mentioned. And so the kit will have all the wood pieces you need to complete the other projects. You'll have to pick up a few other supplies or use what you've got on hand, but it'll be basic supplies that most things you should already have. So that is your options for SA
Was it
Live
19?
virtual tickets. What?
I was trying to think because I was looking at the calendar today when the last day was to buy virtual kits.
Oh, well, we're starting to ship them September 19th. So you've got a little bit of time unless they sell out between now and then. And that is possible.
Uh,
I am going ahead and putting a little swipe of yellow right in the middle there so that it looks highlighted. And I'll go back and add a low light here in a minute with a red or something.
Marina said, did you say virtual was $45? Wow.
47. Yeah. And that includes all of the templates for the projects. And you can find out more at SA Live or at southernadornamentslive.com. Whoop, that was a lot of yellow.
David said the kit makes it nice to have. I did it last year, and we'll do it again this year.
Yes, it's really nice to have all the pieces so you can paint along with us from the comfort of your home. And these designs are exclusive to our events for at least a whole year. So there's not going to be any other way to like get the templates or the wood blanks to the designs that you see us teach. So it's really is an advantage grabbing a virtual ticket if you can't be there in person.
Christy wanted to know, are you able to watch SA Live, but at a different time?
Yeah, there will be replays. So if you can't watch it live, you could go back and watch it another time. I'm going to try a different orange tonight for the darker shading. I'm going to try Warm Sunset. Let's see how that does. Last night we used Scarlet, and it was pretty, but it was very red. So I'm like, let's try Warm Sunset and see what we get. I don't know if I like this. Maybe. I don't know. Let's blend it and see what happens. It's much more subtle. It's a little easier to blend.
Looks good.
Looks good on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to wait for a second because there's a delay.
Yeah.
And how much did you say again was the virtual and the kit together?
With the kit, it is $247. So $200 extra for the kit.
Lauren mentioned Canyon Orange and Georgia Clay.
I don't have Georgia Clay. I have Canyon Orange, but I don't think it's dark enough to be different from the pumpkin spice that I'm using, or the spiced, what's this called? Spiced pumpkin that I'm using.
Barbara wanted to know, do we get added to the Facebook page if we have a virtual ticket?
Yes, virtual ticket attendees will be added to the Facebook page. We'll do another coat on our little stem here. And I think our lantern's getting dry enough. We can do our foil in just a moment. Pick up just a teeny bit of white. I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight. Whoop, that was a lot. Let's pick up a little bit more brown. Smooth that out.
Elizabeth has Georgia Clay.
Of course she has Georgia Clay.
I don't know if I've ever heard of Georgia Clay, but I like the name.
Yeah, I don't have that one as a paint color.
Reminds me of a country song.
Let's test our foil adhesive. So remember last night I was telling you the way that I like to test it is to touch it. So touch it in an inconspicuous spot if you must. And if the glue pulls off on your finger, just touch it up with some more glue. But if you're touching it like this and it's clear and nothing's coming off on your hand, you're good. Right there, I see that it did try to gum up and come off just a bit. So I'm going to hit that with a little water, smooth that back down, and give it another moment or two to dry.
Kathy suggested burnt orange.
Do I have burnt orange? No, I do not. I think I have burnt sienna, but it's a brown. Okay, taking our Hauser medium green and painting the petals. Pumpkin? What? Oh, but I'm looking for a darker orange.
I know, I just meant like there's a paint. There's a
paint called pumpkin?
Yeah, put on pumpkin. Tangerine. Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern is a really vibrant orange.
There's Canyon orange. Ooh.
Okay, that was the first coat. What kind of glue did I use? It is from Artistic Painting Studio. It's their 4-ounce pot of foil adhesive. It's a special kind of glue. It stays tacky after it dries so that the foil has something to stick to. Thank you. You like my pumpkin? So if you end up ordering some foils, order the foil adhesive when you get it. I don't have red spice either. I think I'm happy with the whatever we used. Warm Sunset. I think that's what we used. So this was the color I used to shade with. And this is the pumpkin color. And then we did the highlight with Sunset Gold. Cinnamon stick, that might work. I have cinnamon stick. It's a little more brown.
Oh, that's good.
Why are you still over there looking? We got the problem solved.
Well, I'm just pilfering now.
He's pilfering in my paint colors now.
And organizing them.
Why do they need organizing?
Well, you got Warm Sunset.
I know, I just used it.
Yeah. All right, I'll quit pilfering.
You know me, I don't dwell on something very long. I'm action driven. I'm like, nope, that's what we're using. Moving forward.
Elizabeth wanted to know, how long will a small container of foil glue from Destin 2023 last?
Oh, that probably won't last very long because it is such a small amount, and it dries up pretty quickly.
There's
So,
those little purple things.
yes, I don't think that'll last very long at all. I'm mixing just a teeny bit of Sunset Gold into my green so that I can add a little bit of a highlight to these leaves.
Christy, I think we'd be here all night if I did.
If you would.
She said, I think Michael wants to paint too.
He is such a perfectionist. We would be here all night. It would be entertaining though.
If someone had an open thing of glue, and I think we did this a little bit, I don't know. If they open it up and it's not completely dry, but it's just a little bit dry, can you hit it with a little bit of water, like a spray bottle, like that mist?
If it's not completely dry, if it's
Yeah.
still pretty white and it's just gummy, you can mix a little water with it to thin it back out. I've done that with this before. I feel like I got something in my eye. Y'all are gonna have to forgive me for a second.
And
driving
just
me
watching at Outback.
Watching it out back. Are you waiting for your food? We're getting ready. Our Applebee's in our town is getting ready to
Apple Hop.
renovate, and it's becoming an Applebee's IHOP. Do any of y'all have these in your town? My family has been calling it the Apple Hop. It's not open yet. They're remodeling. Remodeling is the right word. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a night owl too. Elizabeth said I'm a night owl, so you can go ahead and paint Michael.
He is really good at organizing.
Yes, but I'm also slow at that too.
All right. I think our foil is probably dry enough now. Maybe. Let me hit that spot with a little bit of heat just to make sure it's completely dried out.
Yeah, Albert said Michael has the shop organized. Now he wants to organize the craft room. I was over there putting all your candy rooms together because they were all separated.
I appreciate that. It was organized at one time and it just kind of got out of hand.
And Charlie.
Yeah, there's always somebody in here pilfering.
But hey, at least she's crafty.
All right, y'all ready? Let's do it upside down like we did last night. It makes it easier to do sections. So we're starting with the very top here. I don't want that on there. Let me turn it this way, maybe.
What do you say? I have a good question.
I've done.
Okay.
Shoot, you talked to me and now it's stuck down.
Yep, just go with it.
Whoops, I didn't make it all the way to the bottom of the thing. We're going to have to piece that. Michael was talking to me. I'm blaming him.
Yep.
I wasn't looking where I was going.
I'll take it.
What were you going to ask?
So, is the bottom side of that purple?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it is. I do not know why, but it
the
is.
top's what you'll see, right?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
what we'll
okay.
see.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know
Um,
why the back of it's purple.
David said they closed our Applebee's and are reopening it in an old Maria calendar.
Marie calendars.
Yeah.
Huh. I bet that'd be good. I didn't know Marie calendars had restaurants. See if we can get it to adhese.
David said, I found myself organizing the craft department at Walmart or Hobby Lobby until I realized what I'm doing, and I don't work there. Even to this day, if I go to Walmart and I'm getting something, I will grab whatever off the shelf, and then I will turn around and reach up and bring the next one all the way to the front. Because whenever we worked at Walmart, I'd have to go down the aisles and zone.
In stock or zone. Yeah.
Zone. And so even to this day, I'll bring everything to the front.
Okay, it's time for the peel and reveal. I feel like this deserves a moment of silence. Oh, look how cool. It never ceases to amaze me how cool this looks. Now, it didn't transfer very well up here, but I'm going to see if I can patch it because this isn't a pattern. And it's not a solid. So I can probably patch it with just little more rub-ons if it's like a little spot. And it may just be that it didn't get enough adhesive, or it may be that I didn't rub that spot very good. Either way, it looks pretty good. So looks nice and rustic. I like it.
Deb wanted to know, have you ever foiled over crackle finish?
I have not. I'm not sure how that would go. I have not tried that.
I say it's brilliant.
No.
I can always pop out the cake thing.
I'm going to do this first, and then I'll come back and do this. I think. Or I'm just going to have to trim this off. Where's my scissors? There's like a piece down through here. See that? That silver strip on the end. It's got numbers on it. And I don't want to I don't know if that would transfer. I think it probably would, but I'm like, I don't want it to accidentally transfer. So I'm going to cut it off just in case. So I don't accidentally stick that on something. Okay. I'm going to patch this right here. This little area. They closed your Applebee's. Ours has not been good the last few years, so I'm hopeful that it'll be better once the Apple Hop opens up.
I'm sure we'll go at least once, because you remember whenever we were I was stationed in North Carolina,
Yes.
we was there, and what was it, Monday nights?
Wednesday nights, because we would go before or after church.
And was it, yeah, because they had half off for
Military.
active duty military, which we just newly married and didn't have a whole lot of money, and so I was like, oh, we're eating like kings tonight.
We getting dessert.
Yeah.
We felt like we were eating high on the hog on Wednesday nights at IHOP in the military because they gave 50% off to active duty. So we were like, yeah, we getting a meal and dessert.
Elizabeth said, what if you lay it all the way across the lantern, covering all glue areas?
You could. However, I want to preserve as much of this for another project as I can. And since I'm not going to need this whole area, it would leave like a weird patch in the middle of the foil. So I'd rather do this and try not to use up the whole foil for it. But you could, if you wanted to keep it simple. Looking great. Let's do the other side. See, by this way, I've only used like a little bit of it here and there. And I've got plenty left.
What are you using to press the foil on there?
A really crappy nail brush that's broken. This is what Jennifer recommends. It's like a really crappy little nail brush or scrubber with short bristles. And the reason is because all these little bristles get in every crack and crevice, especially if you're doing this on a wood that has like a grain to it or something with pores. It allows you to get in every little nook and cranny of the glue.
Yeah, and that'll really come in handy if it's what'd you say, a porous.
Porous surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or like if someone was doing on canvas.
Yep. All right. There's like a little bit flaking off there on the edge. That looks okay.
Debbie says hi.
Hello.
Vicky says she really likes this one.
I'm glad you like it. Okay, so there's our hammered metal foiled lantern. Looks pretty good. Next, while we're waiting, okay, slow down, camera. We're going to do foil adhesive here because we're going to do a crackle foil here. This crackle foil. But before we do our foil adhesive, I just remembered I got to paint my candle in there. So we got to do that first.
With a flame.
With a flame. Where is a pencil? I know there's one.
You gonna get you one?
No, there's one somewhere here. It's just camouflaging in amongst all the brushes and the pens. And I'm not seeing it. Here it is. Okay. I'm just going to try to like sketch a candle, I guess, on here. I'm thinking maybe make it kind of pop up here. So I'll go ahead and draw the flame first. The flame is going to be like right here. And then draw like the base of the top of the candle and make it come kind of down. That looks halfway decent for freehanded.
See, I suggested that last night.
What?
Kat said I always use an old credit card, hotel key, or old ID. That's what we use in Dallas, and I'm stuck with it.
It works pretty good for you.
And see, I suggested it last night.
Good deal. I think I'm going to use light buttermilk for this. So it's kind of an off-white ivory candle. I debated on the color of this candle, and I wanted it to stand out behind the pumpkin. So that's why I went with the ivory or light buttermilk.
Elizabeth said this is definitely advanced. I don't freehand well. You know, it's something like looking at the, especially for the candle itself, you can always just, if you found something to trace, you know, because it's just like like a rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn around, lay it down, and trace it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like this candle, but it's just paint. I can paint over it if I don't like it. I thought a skinny candle might not look right, so I went with like a wide candle. Pillar candle. I think that's what these are called. A pillar candle?
Hocus pocus.
Black flame candle from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
We definitely wanted to take it up a notch and do it a little more advanced. So somebody who is more advanced at this would feel comfortable modifying the design and making it their own. Another really great suggestion that somebody had was, what if you like put fireflies in the lantern?
Oh, that's cool.
I liked that idea. It just didn't really go with what I was planning to do tonight, but I liked it. Lynn says, TTP, trust the process.
Yep.
If you're just now hopping on and you need the link to the foils, comment foil link, and it should DM you the link to the foils.
Hammer hates whenever I use that against her.
What?
Trust the process. That and
I don't like you
accents.
using my own words against me.
That and accents. I'm like, oh, it's an accent.
You say that like you know what you're talking about.
Usually,
Home decor and artistic stuff is my lane.
I just drive multiple lanes. Vicky said it's a ghost candle for Halloween.
A ghost candle. And then the other thing that I set up a link for today, because everybody was needing it last night because they were asking for my heat gun that I've been using, is my Amazon favorites. So if y'all want to test that one out, you can comment the word faves, 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 and it should DM you the link to my Amazon favorites. And inside there, I've got it categorized like craft products, tools, supplies. So I think that heat gun is under the tools category.
Jennifer Dallas, to get it to come up, it's foil link. She typed foil.
Oh yeah, foil link. You'll have to do both words to get that. Link.
Kathy says that's a good size candle.
Tammy Sharp's watching on TikTok. She said, I'll see you in October. Yes, you will. At SA Live.
Tammy said you've done that before with a cup and pumpkin. You turned it into a cup with an apple.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
It was a remix in the Painters Clubhouse. The first time we painted it, it was like a coffee cup and then a pumpkin. And the second time we completely revamped the coffee cup, painted it leopard print, and then we turned the pumpkin into an apple and put a phrase on the apple that says, I teach. You can't scare me, I teach, or something like that.
Linda Holzhauser says hi.
Hello, Linda.
And Kathy said it would have been cool if the pumpkin, sunflower, and other flowers had been 3D. Yeah.
Yep. I didn't want to throw the guys in the wood shop for a curveball being like, hey, we're now making this design 3D last minute because they've already been cutting some of these for you guys. And it just kind of adds a level of complication to make something 3D that wasn't before, because we got to modify it in the shop and modify the file and all that. So I was trying to keep it simple for them and for the team.
Medium.
Huh? Okay, I'm going to add a tiny bit of shading to the top of that candle with light mocha.
Elizabeth Douglas said, I need a good medium to dark minwax stain color. She's like, I know that's in the wheelhouse. Provincial is dark.
Not Provinickel?
Yeah, for years I called it Provinickel. You know,
Provincial.
Tomato.
Okay. Should we paint the flame like yellowy orange and then go back later with our glass on top of that? Maybe yellow, orange, and white.
Barbara said neither works.
Neither's working. What? Has nobody gotten a DM from? I'm going to need you to plug in my laptop. Has nobody gotten a DM from the foil link or the faves? Let me check them. I just set them up for going live here. I didn't verify. It says they're on. Yeah, it says that it's already run. 2 people have been sent the faves and the foil link's been sent 37 times. So I think they are working. Maybe it's just a little delayed.
So, and is it hashtag FABES?
No hashtags. Just.
And Jennifer said yes on the flame.
Okay. Let me zoom in on it so y'all see what I'm doing here. I've never painted a flame that I can remember, so we're just winging this. I think it needs some white to kind of punch it up a bit. I'm kind of using the warm sunset, the orange from the pumpkin, a little bit of sunset gold, and I'm just kind of swooping it all in together. Let's dry it. I feel like it's just smearing around. Do a 3-wick candle. That would be cool. I feel like that would look weird on this, though. A little red. I don't know if I need the red. I think the warm sunset is going to be bold enough that it's going to look a little like I'm drying in between layers here.
Laura said, could you cut out the glass part of the lantern out, then attach the door hanger on top of it? Yeah, you could, on top of the mirror.
Say that again.
So, like, you cut the glass portion out. So the glass portion, cut it out.
Uh-huh.
And then you mount it on top of the mirror. That's a pretty good idea.
That would be really cool. Yeah. I like that. I like it. I like it. I'm going to take a little bit of white and yellow now and blend together. And that's going to go
What's up, Brett?
at the very top
Trying to
of the
eat.
flame.
Went out in the closet.
Like it.
It says the freeze dryer is unable to see.
I'll deal with it later. Just remind me after this live.
The more important question, did you water the flowers or the garden?
Not really a garden, it's just a pot. So
Debbie, you'll have to spell it
Oh,
Faves.
flowers.
Like Margarita did.
I watered the plant over.
Okay, y'all. Y'all can have this conversation somewhere else.
Thank you.
Okay, going back to our foil adhesive, we are now going to paint the background of the glass because we're going to foil this next with a crackle.
And the barber said phase is
Medium.
not working.
Faves is not working. Okay, maybe it's just delayed because I showed that it was sent, that it had been sending to
And you
people.
said it's FABES.
Mm-hmm. It might just be delayed.
The little streak of white makes it pop.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Vicky said you may have already seen this. Brett distracted me. How about a little red in the front?
Yes, I did see that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me think about this. Okay, yes. I was like, wait a minute. I've got to add this glue on top of the candle too. That way it's inside the glass. So the pumpkin's on the outside. So it's going around the pumpkin. We're not putting adhesive on the pumpkin, just around it. So I'm going on top of the candle around the pumpkin.
Good thing is in the white, you probably don't have to worry as much about your brush strokes.
Right. Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, this is a clear adhesive, foil adhesive, so it definitely doesn't show a lot. I feel like it doesn't show as bad with this kind. I am being extra particular to make sure I have plenty of adhesive on my brush as I go up next to things to kind of just, I don't know, it provides like a good crisp line when the glue dries. I feel like in some spots I didn't do that well enough on the lantern. So that's why it didn't stick as good in some of those little cracks and crevices. Whoops, I got outside where's that baby wipe? I got on the lantern and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get my baby wipe and just wipe it back off.
Sabrina said, are you outlining and shading the candle with the foil already on?
I don't think I'm going to do outlining and shading on the candle because it's inside behind the glass. She's talking about when I do my final details with like black and stuff like that. I'm giving it a little mist with the water too because my glue is so gummy. Sometimes it's not spreading properly. Either way, it's too late now to go back and add any black lines on that candle, but I don't know that it would have been all that necessary because it's going to be behind the glass. And I want the candle to kind of feel like it's in the background behind the glass. And the black, if I added black lines, that would make the candle that much more bold. So I'm not going to say it's a wrong thing to do, but I'm not sure that I would choose to do it anyway, even though it's too late. Okay, let me see if I got a good coat on everything. Smooth it out as best I can. Let me get up here in the corner really well. Okay. Make sure I got in this corner really well. All right, let's let that dry. While that's drying, we'll paint our flowers.
Full disclaimer, if I respond to anybody, if I type a message in and I misspell something, I'm horrible at spelling. So just
Spelling has never been his strong suit.
Nope. And yeah, I was responding to Julie Thompson. She was saying she had gotten faves to work, but she couldn't get the foil one to work. And she had typed in foil leak.
Okay. Alars and Crimson. That's the color we've been using on our flowers each night. I'm just going to do a base coat of that color on here.
Just put some glitter on
All the glitter on the flowers.
Yep.
Take the flowers up a notch. I also thought I might use just a little bit of those little crumbles on the center of the flower, kind of like it's pollen or something.
I'm just going to point out that if you use glitter, it's not good.
You're claiming that one, huh?
Yep.
I think we should make you paint along with me sometime, and then we should like make you keep up with me. I think it would force you out of your perfectionism that you're in when you paint.
You know, I didn't finish it, but I painted that little the PC Live. You know how we got the cruise ship,
Mm-hmm.
and I did some shading in it and whatnot. And it looked pretty good.
But you didn't finish it. You've got at least 3, if not 4 projects that I know of started around here.
I mean, do you know where they're at?
Yes.
Oh.
In my closet with the unfinished projects in like a little basket. You gonna get them out?
I'm gonna see which one because I can.
There's a sunflower. There's a pumpkin project from last fall that we started on. I finished mine, but you didn't finish yours. And then your cruise ornament, at least.
I always think, which one's mine?
One of them I think might have been Charlie's or Travis or Brett's. I don't know. Whoever was in that class with you.
Oh, the canvas.
Yeah. Did you forget about that? You want to come show them your halfway completed projects? He started this. He did a pretty good job. This is a Cindy Manley project. He started it, hadn't finished it yet. He got really hung up on the shading of the sunflowers, but he did a beautiful job. Let me see your sunflower.
I don't know which one of them is mine.
One of these sunflowers is his from Dallas 2022.
Whichever one looks better, that one's mine.
Painting with Miss Pam. There you go. One of these days he'll
So
finish
3
them.
projects. Yeah, just 3.
Marina said, "Watch out, Michael. She might have you on this one." You know it. Okay, putting a second coat on our flowers before I start doing some shading. While we wait for glue to dry.
Do you know offhand if you have a honeybee pattern?
Are we talking about like a stencil?
I feel like we do.
We have some templates with bees, and then we have a stencil that looks like it could be honeycomb. It's also kind of like chicken wire, but it's kind of the same thing. All right, let's mix a little bit of white with our Alars and Crimson to make a softer color.
Or said I could sell them or whatnot.
Your half right way finished project.
Yeah, I think they probably want to paint it.
Oh, that might motivate him to finish them. Because he'll put other projects aside for something that he's making for whatnot. He gets excited about it.
Well, I try to come up with like different things. I'm gonna try and make some of those pins.
Yeah, he wants to make some laser engraved wooden handled pins to auction on whatnot. Okay, if you missed it last night, I'll explain this process again. For the shading on the flower, I have 2 different shades of pink and the red here, and I'm using my angle tip brush, dipping in both. The lighter shade is on the toe, the longest part of the angle brush, and we're just kind of swirling it and twisting it in our fingertips on the flower. If you have a hard time getting it to blend, have like something plastic or whatnot nearby, and you can kind of swipe back and forth on it, and then go to your project.
Yes, Christina, we do cut out words like welcome, hello, grateful. And then Cindy asked, where do you get the virtual tickets and where are the dates for SA Live?
SA Live is happening October 3rd and 4th, and you can grab your tickets at southernadornmentslive.com. I think if you comment SA Live, it may trigger a message to you, but I'm not sure.
See, I'm not alone. Kathy said that I shouldn't feel bad. She hasn't finished her sunflower either.
That was from 3 years ago, people. Time to finish it.
Tammy said, if I sign the back, she'll buy it. Ellen said, I like the addition of the camera.
Good. I'm glad it looks good. What's going on, Brett? Sure.
Have you done all your stuff?
There was some clothes in the dryer. Did y'all get those out? Okay.
How's it pulling? How's flipping?
Didn't check flip.
Gotta make sure these kids are doing chores around here. Okay,
Trash.
start on the second flower.
Bags on it. But I just got back.
Go in the garage. Just have to get your brother to help you.
Shading these flowers is definitely not something I am very good at. I feel like it's something I need more practice at. But this is good enough. We're fixing to cover this in resin and glitter and glass. Like, you aren't going to notice the imperfectly shaded flower. What are you laughing at?
Somebody Elizabeth commented, let Brett paint live. Elizabeth asked, where can I find the link for virtual? And then LaDonna asked, are you doing a special event for the night before SA Live starts?
Yes, those that information is in the Facebook group for attendees. It is a dolphin cruise that you can purchase an additional ticket to. It's the night before SA Live kicks off. If you can't find the link, just email customer service or whatnot, or DM me and I can shoot it over to you. But you do have to be an event attendee to be able to take part in that. Let me put the link for SA Live in the comments.
Yeah. Is somebody knocking on the door?
No, it's probably me tapping on my keyboard here. There we go. southernadornmentslive.com. You can choose the virtual pass for $47. That gets you everything we talked about earlier, the live stream access, early ticket buying access for 2026, and all of the digital templates to the files that we're doing, or to the projects that we're doing. And then there's a $247 option, which gets you a physical kit mailed to you with all the wood pieces that we're going to be painting. Kathy's excited about the dolphin cruise. Me too. Okay, let's see if our glue, I feel like it needs just maybe a little bit longer. I'm trying not to be impatient.
Kristen, and she loves you.
Hello. Cleaning up my foil. There was a little bit of like flaky foil that like got stuck over here by the flower petals. So I was kind of scratching it off. Okay, Q&A time, because I got to wait at least probably 5 more minutes for this glue to dry before we can start putting foil on it. It looks a little tacky still. So drop me comments, questions. What do you want to know? In the meantime, I guess we could put a little bit of glitter on our pumpkin and flowers. Cindy said, so if we can't watch on the 3rd and 4th, will there be replays? Absolutely. Yes. Oh, I just recognized Taylor's name. She's Christy Searcy's daughter. Hello. Christy's usually on my live streams. So she must be watching from Taylor's account tonight. Actually, you know what we could do during this time? I could talk to you about the Painters Clubhouse. Is there anybody who hasn't heard me talk about the Painters Clubhouse? What is the January event? Cocoa and Crafts. That's something that happens inside of our private membership, the Painters Clubhouse. So we're doing that in mid-January, and it is kind of like a workshop, but it happens all in one Saturday. So last year we had some cute little sweatshirts that said crafty and cozy, and we wore those while we crafted together on Zoom and StreamYard throughout the day. It was a lot of fun.
Karen asked, can I access the last 2 nights? She mean like,
Yeah, the last 2 nights of the lanterns are here on Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook, I have pinned them to the top of the Facebook page. Well, thank you for saying hello, Taylor. So if you haven't heard about the Painters Clubhouse, it's our membership where we teach door hanger painting. So if you've been enjoying these last couple of nights of painting these pumpkin lanterns, it's the perfect place for you to continue learning to paint with us each month inside of a private Facebook group setting. There's hundreds of women in there that have started out just like you. Many of them couldn't even draw a stick figure, let alone pick up a paintbrush and figure out what to do first. So I break it down really easy for you, teach you step by step how to do this. I teach you how to use templates, and that's kind of like a tracer. You can print it out on your home printer, trace it on a piece of wood or really anything. Some of our members paint on denim jackets or on a window or a picture frame or something like that. So you really could use these templates however you like. And then I'm going to teach you step by step how to actually paint the thing. All of this is really organized in our member library with over 100 tutorials and templates, and it's growing all the time because we add 2 new projects every month. Like I announced earlier, Heidi Easley came live in our group today and painted this adorable little witch design, and it was super popular with our members. So if you join, the replay for this one will be available to you as well as the template tracer. We also have some fun projects coming up later in September that I'm going to show you in just a moment. But we also do Zoom paint parties. We offer discounts to our shop and so much more. And so if you are striving to become, I don't want to say like a painter, because some of you feel uncomfortable wearing the title of painter or artist, but maybe your interest has been piqued the last couple of nights. And you're like, could I paint something like that? Maybe I could. You absolutely can. If I have taught hundreds of other people, I can definitely teach you too. And so stick with me and I will turn you into a painter. You will be so surprised at what you're able to create. Many of our members have gone on to sell what they create, even teaching others in paint parties. And of course, always sharing their pictures and stuff with us inside of the Facebook group. So if you join between now and Saturday night, we've got 2 really great bonuses we're going to give you. Number 1 is how to practice your door hanger painting. This is a free training that you can access right away. And the other is this awesome little welcome kit that we're going to send you in the mail. And here's a look at a few other designs that we've done recently in the Clubhouse. That little snowman was from the last Cocoa and Crafts that we did. Here's some that we did over the summer, plus the North Pole Cookie Co., which was my #1 favorite from last year. And then here's what's coming up next in September with Marie Mosley. She's going to be teaching this fall floral crate design. And then I'm going to be teaching the Christmas side of our Christmas pickup truck. It goes on the flip side of the pumpkin pickup workshop that we just did a moment ago. So that's happening September 18th. But we would love to see you inside the Clubhouse. So if that interests you at all, I want to invite you to come and join us. Comment PC info and you can sign up now. All right. Questions, comments? Christy said, if I can paint that covered bridge design, I can do anything. That covered bridge was one of the harder designs we've ever taught in the Clubhouse. It was definitely one of the more advanced ones. Karen says, I've been watching you for years. I started out with the Sweet Tea Door Decor. Oh, as that was your business name? I thought you were talking about the door hanger that said Sweet Tea on it, because I do have a door hanger in the Clubhouse that says Sweet Tea and Sunshine.
Then he said, my husband called me an artist the other night.
Aw, how did that make you feel? It took me a while before I got comfortable with the title of artist. And even now, like if I put my artistic abilities up against somebody else, I feel like it pales in comparison sometimes. So we all deal with like that self-doubt, comparison syndrome, or like, and then imposter syndrome. So it's totally normal. I did see somebody ask when the new ornaments drop. September 16th.
Judy said that when we do PC Live in Kentucky, that I need to do a pre-day class on using the troll saw and the jigsaw.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. How am I supposed to know what's the front of this foil and what's the back? Maybe I need to test a little spot and see if it comes up. Okay, I think that is the right side. It did pull up a little teeny bit. Maybe. Hold on, let me test it again. Okay, yeah, that is the right side. It's hard to tell because it looks the same on both sides. So I was like, what's the front and what's the back? All right, so this is our crackle holographic foil.
I'm not saying words.
Michael messed me up the last time by saying something. So here we go. Ready? I keep thinking I'm ready and I'm not. It's hard to manage this stuff without getting it. Let me try doing this. We're going to fold it on itself and only lay like half of it down at a time.
I'm not saying really before you call it.
Okay, I can breathe now. I feel like I need something with a straight edge. Maybe I can just do this. All right, give me a credit card. Somebody said credit card worked better. So we're going to try the credit card this time. This is going to look so cool. I can't wait. Kind of makes me wish I'd done it over the whole thing. It looks really cool on top of this pumpkin. The pumpkin doesn't have any full adhesive on it, but look how pretty that is. This is the crackle foil. So if you're looking for this on Artistic Painting Studio's website, type in crackle in her search bar and it should come up. Perfect. Back from my days selling vinyl lettering with uppercase living, it's a like little scraper. I think Pampered Chef used to sell something like this too. You could use it to kind of like scrape flour off the table or something. An old credit card or room key to a hotel would also work. This stuff looks so cool. I'm really hoping that when I'm done here that it will look like
stained glass?
There is such a thing as like crackled glass, but I was also thinking kind of like mercury glass. But mercury glass, I guess it won't look like mercury glass, but either way, it'll look like crackled glass. It'll look really cool. How do I get the leopard print pumpkin print that was in the slideshow?
Yeah, Lauren answered that. She said it's in the PC library.
I think she's talking about
yeah, she's talking about
this one right here on the left. Yeah, that one is in the fall category of the Painters Clubhouse. Okay, let me test, see if this is gone.
Karen says Essential Stencil has a good one.
Oh, dang it. I didn't have the right side.
Well, now we'll see like.
Oh, wait, maybe I did. It was just that corner that wasn't letting go. I was like, oh, no. But it was just this corner that for whatever reason, it didn't transfer.
Well, you got to get it straight.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I'm not a perfectionist like you are. It'll be fine.
Yes, pan scrapers.
Pan scrapers.
I'm a Pampered Chef consultant.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Elizabeth said milk glass. And then Kathy said there is a transparent
Drum roll.
ice foil.
Some of it's coming off beautifully. Some of it is not. I think this holographic foil is a little bit more of a booger to work with. Gotta rub the life out of it. Okay, it's coming loose now. And some of it's coming off that's not supposed to be coming off. Like, I'll have to fix that. It's just floating there. Hold that. So see, it just kind of stuck, that like came loose. Where's the little nail scrubber? This will help me get the excess oil off of the areas that's not supposed to have it. Gently. Gently. Looks so cool. What do you think?
Looks good.
You like it?
Yeah. A little bit.
It's everywhere. I might have gotten full adhesive right there. Okay.
Yeah, well.
Okay. What do you think? That's so cool looking. So cool. I am very
Said, oh
impressed.
my gosh, I'm stressing here.
Are you stressing? No stressing. It's just a craft. It'll be okay. I think it turned out beautifully. I think it turned out gorgeous. So pretty. It looks really pretty on top of that candle and the flame. Wow. There's a little bit of excess residue right there. Okay.
That does look really good.
Looks really good. I still need to get it, make sure it's completely off my sunflower here. There's little bits of it that tried to roll off on there. But I don't want that on there when I go to do the resin because
It'll make it.
there ain't no taking that back. Do what?
I was just thinking it would actually make it pop.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Sprinkles. Or
Glitter.
Glitter.
Final details with like a black paint pen or paintbrush. And then we'll have to place our glass and then we can do our resin.
And what are you going to do besides the glitter? What are you going to do? Crumbles?
Yes. So for glitter, are you thinking just like Craft Twinkles glitter?
Sure.
You just thought it needed glitter, huh?
Yeah. Don't you say everything looks better with glitter?
Yep. Usually do.
See, I pay attention.
Okay, I'm using the Crystal Craft Twinkles, and we're just going to add some glitter in places.
Where do you get the Crystal Craft Twinkles? That's a mouthful.
Deco Art website. Use your 20% or your 50% off Painters Clubhouse discount if you're buying from the Deco Art website. You can only use it once a month, though, so be smart about ordering all your stuff at one time.
Is there any special technique or anything you got to do in order to put that on?
No, I don't have a technique for glitter. I mean, I just slap it on, cover the whole flower. You could do it kind of like in strokes on the petals, but I'm just swapping it on.
Oh, yeah, like the lighter part. You mean?
Yeah, like the lighter part, you could do that. So I put a little there. Maybe we should do some on our sunflower too.
Sure.
Why not?
Elizabeth said, don't forget to raise the lantern before using resin.
Raise it? What do you mean?
Raise the lantern.
What do you mean raise it? Was that a typo? Or do I just not understand? That's really pretty. Go big or go home, Heather says. All the glitters. Okay.
Sherry loves craft.
Oh, she means put it on risers. That is a very good point. I hadn't planned on doing that, so I definitely probably need to do that.
And they're going to be even, don't they?
Yes. I was just going to set it on cardboard, but
I've got some out in the shop.
I guess it's in case it drips over the edge. Huh?
I've got some risers that are all the same size.
At the shop?
Yeah, I can run out there real quick.
How big are they?
They're
Okay, yeah,
triangles.
that's probably what we need. We probably need at least 4 to 5 of them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, he's gonna go get those. So it'll stick to your table forever. I had planned on putting cardboard, but I suppose it probably would have stuck to the cardboard forever. Okay, here's what we got thus far. Glittery flowers, crackle on the glass, and whatever that is, foil. I'm running out of words. I've been talking too long. Okay, next, let's pick out some little glass and like crushed stuff to kind of incorporate in places. Kind of thought I might use this one. It's kind of like a gold crushed glass. And I might put this in the center of these flowers. Almost like pollen in the middle. Only problem with this stuff, and I guess that's just the way it is when you're working with stuff like this, is it wants to scatter out everywhere. It wants to go. I'm like, no, stay right here in the center. Like I said, I bought this at the Dollar Tree, but I got it a few years ago. So I don't even know if Dollar Tree carries these anymore. So just little gold flakes in the middle of those flowers. We were going to do something on the flame. Was it these little things? I have some red ones too. I feel like the light is hitting that in such a way that you can't really see it. Let's see if I can pick up a few. Put them where I want them. That's kind of pretty. I feel like I need the tiniest little spoon to put these up. Your resin will move really fine flakes. What do I do then? Do I put them in after I put the resin on? Put it on top of the resin? I should have read that comment first. It's okay. I can pick them up. You pretty much touch them with your finger and your finger picks them up. They're so tiny. So I have a feeling you're right. The resin's going to pick them up and they're going to get lost in the flood and scatter everywhere. And then I was going to be in panic mode. So let's not do that. So you're saying put the resin on and then put the tiny flakes on. I'm glad y'all are here. I told you I hadn't done this before. They said I needed to put the resin on first, then add these little flakes. I got hasty and started putting the flakes on first. I've seen Cindy do the glass first and then pour the resin over the glass. So I guess if it's big chunks of glass, that's fine. But these little bitty flakes are going to move around in the resin. Those are some chunky risers. I think that's bigger than what I thought they were going to be. But
they're all the same.
Okay. I am picking this back up little by little.
I'm sorry. I guess I was moving the camera.
Oh, no, that's fine. I would say I could just scrape them off the edge of the project, but I also have glitter paint on here that's drying. So it was getting caught in that.
Elizabeth said resin first, flakes, probably more resin.
Okay. Thank you for the advice. All right. So do I put my glass on now? Like the heavy glass?
Somebody said, Heather said, are you going to do a black outline?
Yes. So I might need to do that first. I'm getting
Oh, you
excited.
are
I want to do
really-
the resin right now. So I'm like, slow down. Okay. Let me get out a small round tip brush and we will do our fine details without hastily jumping to resin. Okay. I need some black paint. I'm not going to do a ton of black detailing, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Water it down just a little bit. Use a round tip brush.
Elizabeth said glass you do first.
Okay.
Does that paint take longer to dry on
I don't know.
foil?
Maybe.
Here's a question, because I don't know that I've ever sat there and sealed a door hair for you that you have foil. Now, I may have, but do you have to do anything special in regards to sealing?
I don't think so. I've always just sealed like normal right on top of it. So I think it's probably fine. I have to rotate this to do the lines on the other side. I started getting crooked, so I stopped.
Yeah, Julie said, yeah, you can do bigger glass first, so then the resin can run down through it.
Yes. I think that's how I learned it from Cindy. And this is probably why I don't teach more resin projects, because I get really impatient and I want to do it now.
Yeah.
You making fun of me?
Nope. I'm making fun with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not having fun?
I'm doing really wispy little marks with these sunflowers. Last night I did bolder lines, but I'm doing them a little more wispy tonight.
What is this gonna be?
Like thinner, like they're not as obvious.
Nancy said, hey, friend, so happy to see you. I'll have to catch last night's replay. 4:30 today.
Ah, back to school. I'm going to go a little more wispy on my flower outlines too. A little more painterly.
Heather was my shoulder, and it's doing pretty good. I'm probably using it more than I should, but it's not doing too bad. Mary said, don't you need to keep the hanger in place for up to 24 hours, or is it less?
The hanger.
So I guess in other words, like if you're adding resin, you have to keep it, in other words, sitting on the risers.
Yeah, I would think you would have to, it's at least like 12 hours, I think, but 24 hours before you really touch it. Whoops, I don't know why I put that away. I forgot to do the pumpkin. But like usually if I do this at night, the next morning when I come in, it's usually dry enough that I can kind of like shift it around or something.
Sandy said the gold would look so pretty in the center of the sunflower.
The gold glass.
Yeah. And then Donna she was thinking copper.
Okay, there we go. We got our details on there. Actually, I don't guess I have to dry that because I can jump around and do. I'm going to do a little bit of brown and then sprinkle some gold in with it. So I've got this brown glass. I think this was from another sunflower project that I did with Cindy. To go right here in the center.
So do you place it or do you just?
Cindy kind of piles it. She doesn't like arrange it too much. Sometimes she just kind of piles it, which is kind of tricky to me. I'm like, how do you do that?
I think the pile would look good just because it gives it depth.
Look at that big old piece. I don't think I'll use that one. I'll pick some of these smaller pieces.
What is it?
What are they asking?
I'm taking care of it.
Okay. You take care of it, babe. I'm picking out some teeny tiny little pieces because this is a small area. Whoops.
Oh, that's looking good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Looks kind of dimensional. Is that enough? How does that look?
Heather said, I think we can only get sent one link.
What? Really? That's lame.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Okay, so that's the gold in the center of the sunflower. We were going to do the flakes here. I'll do that later. What did y'all say to do on the pumpkin?
I think somebody had said
Do a little bit of the clear on the pumpkin?
if you didn't have burnt orange or orange,
I do not. I do have clear though.
do you do it all over or do you just do it at the base?
You think maybe just kind of scattered kind of down the crack, down the crevice of the pumpkin?
I know that was one suggestion was, yeah, it was in the,
Maybe some along the
Like
edge
the
over
crack.
here. It's kind of like you would do highlights on something maybe, but it's
Accents.
Accent. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll just wing it. Real good winging it.
Am I though?
Yeah. Just the process.
Feel free to give suggestions if I'm doing this wrong. And should it be kind of piled or should it be all in one layer? I've got a couple pieces here that are kind of on top of each other, creating almost like a stacked effect. But I don't know if I like that. This is the problem. I see Cindy do this and she just like effortlessly scatters it across here. And I sit and overanalyze where each piece of glass should go.
Kind of like me whenever I'm painting, trying to keep it inside the lines. Okay,
Donna says it's great. Would you change anything on this?
Kathy said I would, we did clear on the pumpkins in Dallas. And Kathy said I would do it as accent.
Should I do any of the gold on the...
Christy's with me. She thinks she's wing it.
Should I do gold on the flame here? Let's see if I can find a piece of gold that's like, ooh, this is kind of like almost in the shape of the flame. What about that? We could still do the little crumbles kind of like on it if we wanted multicolors. But do we like that? It's like a piece of gold glass that's almost the shape of that flame. It's a little smaller.
Oh yeah, that does look good.
Okay.
I didn't know from the side.
What's funny is he'll look at it over here and then he like goes and looks at it on camera and he's like, yeah, it does look good.
It's different on the camera.
It's like you don't trust it in person. Okay. If y'all think that looks good, we will proceed.
Christy said brown on the stem. Yes. And gold on the flame.
Shelly says I would use beads on the middle sunflower instead of glass or in addition to, because I do have some beads also. Look in the middle compartment, middle drawer.
Okay.
No, of the craft desk.
Middle compartment, middle drawer.
Mm-hmm.
What about these?
Nope, there's a small container in there with tiny little beads.
What are these?
No, keep looking.
These?
Nope, keep looking. It's under all that.
These?
Yes. So I have these little seed beads. Wonder if these would look good in the center of the sunflower. They're kind of like a bronzy color. Also have some that are gold, like that. Shelly says instead. Donna says in addition. We have disagreeing people in the comments. I don't know what I'm doing. So
you could outline, move your gold and brown to the outport, to the outside of the circle, and then do your beads in the middle.
Elizabeth just said yes. That's not helpful, Elizabeth. I don't know what you're answering.
Karen said gold seed beads.
Bronze beads. Okay.
And LaDonna says, does the candle need outlining?
I don't know. Does it? Because it's like in the glass and it's, I could. I do kind of like it in addition to the glass. It adds a different texture. What do you think? Don't look on the camera. Look over here.
When we did the poinsettia, we did gold and then added the seed beads. I like the seed beads instead of the glass, so you get different textures.
Instead of the glass? So.
And then Elizabeth said seed beads on sunflower.
So should I remove the glass and do just seed beads?
Try it.
Comment yes if you think so.
Why not try and, just like.
Because I feel like I got the glass perfectly arranged, and if I'm going to keep it, I got to keep it like that.
No, you can wing it.
Okay, they're saying instead of.
I think the glass.
What a mess! Shut up. I'm gonna make you do this. Is it fun for y'all to watch me flounder around doing something I'm not comfortable doing? Because I'm so usually confident on here because I stay within my wheelhouse. I know how to do door hangers. Doing something like this is completely different. Now, would you mix gold and bronze? This is with gold mixed in. The gold is just a different color than the bronze. It's kind of, I think I kind of like them together. Heather says yes. Now Kathy's saying I shouldn't put the seed beads down until after I do the resin.
Yeah, I would do brown and gold if you're going to do seed beads.
Okay. Okay. We're going to trust Kathy. She said, don't put them down until we do the resin.
So now, because somebody who doesn't know that much about resin, why?
Because these are so light, they move around. The glass will stay put when you put resin on top of it. You were out of the room when we explained all that.
Elizabeth said, yes, it makes you human.
Okay.
When in doubt, I can always bring out the murder candy cane.
Somebody said something about the flame. Do I need to leave the
You should have
flame?
rubber gloves on.
I will. I'll get rubber gloves on. What did y'all say about the flame? Should I leave it as it is with that one chunk of gold glass on it? Somebody said I should do clear on it. And she probably said that because we did such a good job painting that flame that she probably feels like we shouldn't cover it up. That's my struggle with all this too. Is I'm like,
the candle is supposed to be in
the
the background. I think the glass on the flame sticks out too much as it brings it to the forefront instead of the background. That's true.
Very good point.
Beads should be smaller than sunflowers.
Keep the glass on the flame. Leave it.
When she said that, I think take it off.
That way it looks like it's behind the glass.
Yeah.
I think he made that was a good point. If I put it here, it looks like it's in front of the glass.
Yeah.
I want it to look like it's behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going to include the pane lines? Oh, I forgot about those. I'm so glad y'all are here. I would have rushed ahead and done resin way too fast. She's talking about the black lines that go across the center of the pane. I totally forgot those.
All right, so there's quite a few people who are saying, I like the flame. Yes, keep the flame. With gold on the flame. Can you see through the...
We've reached the messy middle, people. I feel like I'm floundering at this point. I'm like, oh no, I've gotten this far. I don't want to mess it up. I know how y'all all feel now, painting along with me all the time. Dadgummit. I think I'm going to need a ruler. My hand just can't.
You have one in here? Oh, well, that is only 3 inches.
Somewhere, but the problem is I can barely see that line. It goes to right here, so I'm trying to like follow it with my eyeballs.
I do like gold glass.
I'm practicing. I'm just painting it again and again. Thankfully, on top of this foil, it just wipes off beautifully, so it doesn't matter. The problem is I'm hastily redrawing it, and it's wet from the baby wipe, so it just smudged.
Angela said Cindy puts the sea beads on before she does the resin, and if they move, she just pushes them back to the.
Cindy don't stress when she does this. I'm stressing.
I like the glass on the sunflower. Tweezers work well. I did see some pliers in there.
I'll dry that so I don't mess it up after 6 attempts. Lantern looks good without the lines. Don't tell me that. Just painted it on there. What's going on in there? Sounds like somebody is dying. And I can't tell if it's pretend play or real play. Lantern looks good without the lines. I don't know. Does it? Should I have left them off? I'm losing glass now. I've just dropped like 2 pieces of glass on the floor.
There we go.
I don't know. We'll find them later. Do you like the lines on the glass, or should I have taken them off? It looks funny to me now, but I think it's because I've been looking at it without it.
I think it looks kind of funny just because with all the little things. With that type of foil, I don't think you need the line.
Karen likes it with the lines. It's fine, somebody said. Susanna likes the lines. I can't with it. Christy likes it without. Yeah, I knew I'd drop that one. A couple of them went kind of on this side of me somewhere, and they're clear. So,
Yeah, I don't want you stepping on me.
okay. They're saying no lines. Take it off. I'm going to see if I can take it off.
Just take it. Yeah, you should probably take the lines off.
I like how you clarified just then what you wanted me to take off. I'm having to be careful because I don't want to scrub the foil off.
Can you do it?
I don't know. It feels like I could if I scrubbed too hard, so I'm being gentle. But there's still the ghost of that line there. I didn't perfectly get it off.
No.
There's a reason we said this one was more advanced tonight. It's even challenging me. So.
That doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it.
Like how you added that little qualifier there.
Yeah. I don't think you just try things.
It definitely teaches me something every time I learn. Thinking I should have just left the lines because you can kind of see them still.
You want me to go get some alcohol?
No.
Isopropyl alcohol.
I'm afraid that would take the foil off.
Oh, there it is.
Are you finding the glass?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't step on it.
Yeah, Cindy has cut her feet before with glass.
Yeah, and a cut on your foot, like, it's like, oh, almost like you cut your ear.
There's a tiny spot where the crackle got over on the pumpkin, so I'm going to see if I can scratch it off with the baby wipe before we go resining it. Either that or I may just touch it up with the black outline because it's not scratching off very well. All right, I think I'm done pilfering with it. Let me touch this spot up, and then we'll start mixing
Chris,
our
that
resin.
kind of looks like a shadow of a line. That's good. Oh, yeah. It'll be fine.
You can only see it from certain angles. Maybe it'll be less obvious once we get the glass on there.
It'll be fine.
The old lanterns had the lines. Y'all are just trying to make me feel better now. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Final answer. Are we ready to mix resin?
All right, so just wait a sec, just so I know what we're doing. We're putting those, after the resin, we're putting those in that. And then we're putting these on a lot more in the center of that.
I need cardboard to put down on my space.
Yep.
And I've got gloves and all that here nearby somewhere.
Are you sure?
I am running out of table space here, though. Somewhere. There's somewhere on the table. I think.
If not, I got some in my truck.
Okay. They said yes, or Karen said yes. So she believes that we're ready for resin.
I'm gonna put this here in case you want to zoom in.
I'm going to try not to shift my clear glass here. How do you like my handy dandy, really old piece of cardboard that we use when I resin? It's got resin all over it.
You put these down first.
Yeah. It's an old project board from one of Charlie's like presentations at school. So maybe put one up here at the top. So it's okay if resin gets on these?
Well, I mean, you just,
Okay.
and then,
It needs something.
yep, right there.
Well,
Yeah,
or just bring this one further to the
because I
corner.
was putting them down and you were like, no, no, no.
Tell me what to do. What are you doing?
Putting more under it.
I feel like you're getting a little carried away. Ready for the fun stuff. I know I've been ready for like the last 30 minutes. I tried starting resin 30 minutes ago and y'all were like, wait a minute. You forgot something. Yes, I did.
You got gloves.
Yes, I've got a little container around here. Oh, here it is. It's all right here. All right here. I tried to make it easy to grab. First off, safety first, people. Put on gloves. We're getting ready to do resin.
Make sure it's level.
How do I know if it's level? Eyeball it?
Oh, and I could go get a level.
I don't need a level. It's level enough.
Put 2 at the top, or it will tilt.
What?
Put 2 at the top.
Oh, I think we have
Yeah,
2
no.
underneath there at the top.
I don't know.
How many people does it take to do a resin project? I have no idea because it's you, me, or it's me, Michael, and all of y'all. I feel like that's pretty well distributed. Don't shake my glass. I've got it perfectly laid.
I didn't.
Go for it, they said. Who is timing? Yeah, we're going to need a 3-minute timer once we start mixing.
I got my phone ready.
Hold, please. I'm not ready. Woo.
So I'm canning my things.
All right, I got my little cup here to put the resin in,
So where do I start?
and I've got my little cups that have ounces. Does anybody have a guess on how many ounces this is going to take? I'm thinking like no more than 2 ounces. This is not a giant door hanger. It's pretty skinny. 2 ounces would be this much. I feel like that's probably more than enough. Don't touch your hair once you start.
Elizabeth said no glass in the center of the sunflower, question mark.
No, we are only going with seed beads, and we're putting those on after the resin.
Along with the...
Lauren says no more than 2. Karen says 2. Okay, we'll go with 2. I should have prepped something to put resin on if I have extra resin. I might have an ornament around here. Look in that second drawer, just below where the TikTok camera is.
Second drawer?
Yep. There's ornaments in there. I might put resin on an excess ornament.
Oh, yep.
So if we're mixing 2 ounces of resin, we need 1 ounce of hardener, like in science class, and 1 ounce of resin. So this is the hardener. When you buy art resin, it comes with 1 bottle of each.
No, do more than 2.
Do I have any silicone molds? I do not. Christy wants us to resin the 2025 ornament. I know why you want us to do that. You want to see them.
I've got these, but then there's also this.
Yes, that. I want to put excess in that. He's got a snowman window ornament. You'll have to tape off the edges, though.
What edges? Like the window edges?
Yeah.
Or just tape here?
We'll do it in a minute.
Okay.
1 ounce of resin. Okay. Got 1 of each here. Our resin and our hardener. Takes a village to resin. I know. Vinci said, I love that you know exactly where everything is. Everything in here, I pretty much know exactly where stuff is until it's right in front of my face. Because yesterday, Michael and I were in here looking for something, and I'm looking high and low, and it is literally on the table right in front of me.
Like, is this what you're looking for?
I'm not going to be able to stop touching my face. Everything is itching now that I'm wearing gloves.
It's because you can't get your face.
All right, here we go. Oh, I need something to mix with. Shoot. I need over there. Told you I know where everything is. In the Bob Ross mug, there are popsicle sticks.
I got you.
Or tongue depressors. That'll work. Thank you. You need something to mix with.
You hate those things, don't you?
I do. And luckily I'm wearing gloves. I don't have to touch them. Shelly said 3 minutes. We got a 3-minute timer.
Oh.
That's okay. We haven't poured them together yet. So give me like 30 seconds. It doesn't have to be only 3 minutes, but it's a minimum of 3 minutes. You have to stir. Okay, get as much of that out as I can. Now pour the hardener or the resin into the hardener.
Where are your hair scrunchies?
I don't know. I had one in here earlier, but I think I might have put it up.
Yeah,
the leopard print one. It was in here. It was sitting on this desk, and I moved it because I was afraid it was in the way. Okay, let me set this aside. We've got it in here. Start the timer.
I did already.
Okay.
I put it for 3 minutes.
Karen, don't put that bad juju on me. She said I predict hair resin. Why is it that when you put on gloves?
You want to put
No, I don't want. Don't you dare show that to them. It's a 2025 ornament. He found it set on the
So
table.
if I just did like the
then you're gonna be in trouble.
But it's the backwards.
Like I was saying, why is it when you put on gloves, all of a sudden everything on your face starts itching? What's the coolest thing you've ever resined? Any of those of you who do resin, what have you done? The coolest thing I've ever resined, besides the 2025 ornaments, was one time, and I did it on a Facebook Live, we did a tray that in the bottom of it, I had painted a design that said milk and cookies for Santa. And it had like a red and white striped like border all the way around. And we poured resin in the bottom of it. So
Sabrina wanted to know where you buy resin.
I have some linked in my Amazon favorites, I think, but also Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatnot. I am going to be sharing tomorrow on Friday Fab 5 a link to where to get resin. So if you want to come back and join me tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., I'll be sharing the link to the foil, the link to the resin, other things probably.
You do those 2 things I told you about?
What are the 2 things you told me about?
The
The bucket?
The bucket.
Oh,
and then
no, I may save that for another time.
Oh, and then the glass cleaner.
I feel like if we're going to share those, you need to be on with me for Friday Fab 5. I'm making sure to scrape the edges while I'm stirring, y'all, and scraping the bottom. You want to get every bit of resin and hardener combined.
Rebecca said I did resin on a pink pumpkin. It sold immediately.
Wow. Y'all remember the pumpkin that I resined that one time? It was a pumpkin cutout. It was like 8 inches. We put glass on it. It was pink. And then I did a teal one and we put resin on it. It was like a Cinderella pumpkin. It was really pretty. My glasses keep sliding down.
Kathy did resin on angel wings, 24 inch by 24 inch.
I bet that is pretty.
I was going to do one of those tables.
Lisa did my son's desk with comic book clips on it. That sounds cool too.
There's a tape.
That pink drawer, pink basket right in front of your niece. Just get the 1-inch tape out and just tape the edges and fold the excess over to the back. Has it been 3 minutes? I feel like I've been stirring for an hour.
That's an exaggeration. You got 20 seconds left.
Kathy said I did a bouquet of flowers with glass in the center of the flowers, but my favorite is a poinsettia. Ooh. Janelle did a paint pour on her craft table and on an old metal desk. Oh, will you go tell Kinsey her grandparents are here to pick her up, or her dad? I'm not sure who that is. Cross door hangers, lots of stuff. You might have
insist that you
his timer's going off. This is what he wakes up to.
Maybe you should have chosen a later time because clearly you don't want to get up.
I think I've told y'all about that timer before. It's really funny. Time. Okay, so I've watched Cindy do this about 1 million times. She drizzles on top of the glass first. So that's what we're doing, drizzling on the glass first. And then she kind of just takes the excess and pours it across the project and starts smoothing it out with her fingers.
They like my alarm?
Yeah, they were laughing at your alarm. So does that seem like a good project? I mean, a good project, a good process. Is this okay to just drizzle and then kind of like smear it with my fingers?
Oh, I'd like to see pictures of that. Madonna said, my husband Jim put resin on the whole top of my craft table. It is so beautiful.
Are they at the front door?
Brett was up there talking to him.
Okay. I just didn't want to be rude. So I was like,
Is he sitting in his truck waiting?
I don't know. It's Kinsey's parents picking her up.
I just told them that they're getting out of the pool and they kind of just sat there.
Okay. Are you watching in awe? Brett's
What
standing there
effect is
watching
this
me now.
supposed to give?
I'm not done. Don't judge yet.
But what is it?
I am getting
supposed to do?
impatient though. But now I just realized I might need to save some of this from a snowman ornament. If it's too much, we can try to pick it up. Okay. Don't touch your hair.
Mother, this seems messy.
It is messy. That's why I don't do it very often.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's fun. And you're supposed to do things that sort of terrify you. And I haven't done, maybe, oops, I accidentally moved the glass. Maybe once have I ever done a resin project this big. And it wasn't even this big. I think it was like a 12-inch piece. So now I just smooth this around. Is that what I do?
You have to create a border.
Yeah. Not above it, but behind it. It's to keep it from seeping out between the layers. Michael is currently taping off the snowman window ornament so that I can use the excess resin on that.
Goes to show you how much resin stuff I do.
Yeah. I feel like before this is over, I'm going to have to stand up and like stand over it to see if I got resin on every part of it. Where is Cindy Manley when you need her? I feel like I'm just finger painting. I'm just trying my best not to like slop it over the edge of the door hanger. Trying to keep it on the surface.
See, I wasn't the only one.
What?
Karen said, I remember your candy cane though. We've got that over in the bucket here if anybody wants to see it.
No, we don't need to see the candy cane.
I mean, technically you wouldn't be able to touch it.
Smarty pants.
Elizabeth said 2025 ornaments would be better for the excess.
Y'all just want to get a sneaky peek. They aren't coming out till September 16th. We'll start dropping teaser pictures of them on September 1st. Like, we'll start giving hints.
Are here or
Yes, they're here. They're outside waiting. Gather up all her stuff. Make sure to get her wet bathing suit. I mean, it might not be a bad idea. It's a different vehicle than what dropped her off, so.
Okay.
Charlie has a little friend over after school today, and they have been good friends at school and wanting to get together for quite a while now. And we only live about 1.5 miles apart. So this afternoon, I invited her to come. How does one look at this without getting their hair in the project? Sorry if my, oh, y'all really got an up close look at my scalp. Okay, right here, it's not covered. I'm like, how do I even get above it to see it? Remember to hit it with the heat gun before the seed beads or they will go everywhere. Thank you for the tip. I think I have roughly 30 minutes of workability time before this starts to set up. So I'm just trying to make sure everything looks covered as best we can. I think we're good. Okay. So I'm going to have to take a glove off to do the seed beads. Right? Yeah, because I won't be able to pick them up. Okay, one glove is off, just in case I need the other one. I'm going to keep it on. Hit it with the heat gun first, you said. And this kind of gets rid of the bubbles. It heats them up and they come to the surface and pop. Flashlight to look for spaces. Oh, that's a great tip. Michael probably has a flashlight around here somewhere. Things to keep in your craft room you wouldn't think of. Flashlight. Oh, did my phone die? I guess we lost TikTok. My phone is dead. I was like, I could use my phone as a flashlight, and then I look up there and it's deader than a doornail. So I don't know when that happened, but I think it only had about 40% before we started this video, and we were live for like 2+ hours, so not too close. Okay. It self-levels. Don't hold it in one place for too long. Y'all are just great. I'm so glad y'all are here for this. Thank you for the encouragement, Kathy. Oh. So just keep moving it around and watching the bubbles pop until I don't see any more bubbles. Is that what we're doing? Who knew I would need this much help for the advanced level door hanger with the resin? I kind of knew. I don't think y'all knew, but I knew. I was like, I'm going to need some help. I'm kind of scared. I was half scared, half excited all day long about this. Look at it from the side. The glitter looks really pretty under this. It really makes it sparkle. I'm still seeing bubbles pop. Oh, I see a spot that has got like a little spot where it's not covering. They said a tip for like finding the spaces where the resin didn't touch is using a flashlight to kind of like shine over it. Because I was like hovering over it with my head trying to see.
You know?
And I don't think that's bright enough. And I also think it's too bright in here for that to show up. But that's okay. I think we got it. I can kind of spot a place here or there where it needs a little more. And I've just been kind of dabbing it. plus leaning side to side, I can kind of see. And they said to like use the heat gun to pop the bubbles, but keep it moving around the surface. So I'm not like overheating one area.
Wow.
I don't know. They said it self levels.
If you keep moving, I just didn't know what it would do if you put it in one spot.
I don't know. What happens if you keep it in one spot? Karen says keep moving that gun. What happens if you hold it in one spot too long? What does that do? Does it just thin the resin out too much? If you use resin, do you still need to coat it with spray for outside?
When do you add the beads?
No, I haven't added the beads yet. Somebody said to do this first because this could push the beads around. I still have about 30 minutes
what are the
before this
beads?
sets up. The
Oh,
beads
okay.
can go in after this, but I'm trying to get the bubbles to pop right now. It'll burn, they said. Oh,
If you use resin, do you still need to coat it with? That's a good question. If you use resin, do you still need to coat it with spray for outside?
you would need to spray the back and the edges probably.
Yes, definitely the edges. I did an experiment one time and I didn't spray the edges.
I still see bubbles, y'all. Still see bubbles.
What was that? Finding
I mean, I don't guess it matters. I do see a few bubbles still.
Deanna said I would think it sets fast.
It sets in about 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, they're asking about as far as the beads and stuff. Are you gonna? You know what? I'm gonna be quiet.
Keep working on that ornament because you got some resin here to use. Oh shoot! I just got resin on my hand and I took the gloves off. We'll be fine. It's all okay. I act like I've never worked with resin before. I actually have. I'm just nervous because I don't normally work with resin on camera.
You know what that means?
What?
We need to work with resin more often. Karen said it's almost impossible to get rid of them all.
The bubbles. Oh, good to know. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's busy enough, especially with this crackle glass, that you don't notice them. What? Yeah, it's reflecting the overhead light. That's why it looks funny.
Yeah.
It's light.
Where's the flakes?
Ah!
What did you drop?
I don't know. Beads. It's fine.
Where's
The flakes right over here. What do you need the flakes for?
Nothing. I was just sitting there like somebody kept mentioning the flame. I think you could put the gold flakes on the flame.
Yeah.
That would make it stand out, but not bring it to the front. I think.
Yeah. So do I need to drizzle some resin over these seed beads,
That's what it sounds
or
like.
are they going to stick in the resin enough that I don't need to do that?
Karen said save some to put on beads. And Elizabeth said we like to see you this way. It makes us feel better
Makes you
about our project.
makes you seem a little more human. Okay. I don't know if that's enough beads, but feels like it should be.
Now, you got to put the flakes or anything anywhere else?
What? I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up. Do a little drizzle. That didn't drizzle as much as I thought it would. That's probably good, right? Because it kind of soaks down in there and seals it. What'd you say? The flakes? That's what we're doing next?
Yep.
Sorry, I feel like my ADD is in full swing right now with all this. I can't concentrate. So you said do the gold on the candle. I thought we decided not to do any. Don't, you're going to use it up. We got to use it on that. I thought you said not to do any on the candle because that's behind the glass.
Yeah, but the glass would bring it to the front because the glass was so big. But I don't think that stuff will stick out that much. You know what I mean?
What do y'all think? Do I need to put some
I think I'm right.
crumbles in
I thought they were,
on the
I
candle?
thought they said do red on that.
No, they said red in the center of the flame.
I think it'd be opposite. But I'm not that.
I think that looks good.
Crumbles and
Oh, sorry. I
centers.
just realized y'all can't see what I'm doing here. I was sprinkling some on the flowers.
And then
Charlotte
just a
says
little
it's so
drizzle.
cute.
Just a little drizzle of resin.
Nothing on the flame, Laura says. She agrees with me. I do have a little bit of green. We could put green on the leaves. No, I don't want to go overboard. We're gonna stop there. I am, however, going to use my excess resin on my snowman window ornament. Michael taped it off for me. So I'm just going to drizzle the excess in here to fill up the window.
You have enough?
This is plenty.
Do you need to put any over that stuff?
Nah. Whatever don't stick, I'm not worried about it. Can you tell I've reached the part of the project where I'm like, let's just finish? That happens sometimes.
Doesn't look like enough resin.
It will be. Trust the process.
I'm trusting.
It will be. I'm putting it over the frame on the edge. We're just doing a little drizzle. I can also steal some from that if I really needed to. I used a lot in the middle there before I really thought about it.
I thought you needed more than 2 ounces.
Well, we can always mix more, Smarty Pants. It'll
And
be
you want
okay.
to start mixing it?
No, I want you to trust me to finish this.
You gotta get around that too.
I will. Can you tell why we don't do very many projects like this together? It's like the you missed a spot.
You gotta even that.
Shut up. He starts to get on my nerves. I'm like, you're ruining the piece of this. This is supposed to be therapeutic.
And I think for me, it's my attempt at enjoying the little things in life.
Because you're not the one doing the project, so you love to aggravate me. If you were the one doing a project, you'd probably be over here sweating it out.
That's probably true. I would be like, I don't know what to do.
And I remain calm at all costs. I don't panic. I'm like, it will all work out. It's fine.
Yeah, I said that's why I can't work with my hubby. We would be fighting now.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as more just like playful banter.
Yeah, this is definitely not fighting. I gotta get it all in the cracks and crevices. It doesn't have to be full to the top. It just kind of has to be touching everything. So that it... Stop it! You're gonna make me knock it off the thing.
Don't knock it off the thing. I'm just pulling at a spot.
Did you want to do this? Did I take over? I'm sorry. I do tend to do that sometimes.
No, it's fine.
Well, you're the one who taped this off, and I just realized I probably should have let you do this because you wanted to play with resin.
Elizabeth said you're not calm now.
It's Michael's fault.
That's true. I take pride in that.
Don't forget the center of the panes. Got to get those covered. Okay. Did I miss any spot? There's a spot right there. Now is the time, the appropriate time to tell me if I missed a spot. Where?
It looks like right there.
Oh, yeah. Any others? There's a spot in the middle of his nose that needs a little more. And a spot on his hand here. I'm trying not to get my hair in the resin.
Remember that it is self-leveling.
Yeah, but if you don't get it like in all the cracks and crevices, sometimes it doesn't level into those spaces, I've learned. Because I thought it would. And the last time I did a resin project, I was like trusting it too much to do that.
Heat gun on it.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Thank you for the encouragement, everyone. All the little bubbles are popping. I have done one of these before with resin, these snowman window ornaments. We have these in our shop.
We haven't put the Santa Claus ones in there yet, have we?
No, we haven't. We have a Santa Claus one too, but we've so far only been selling the Santa ones in our Whatnot sale. Speaking of which, if you're just now logging on or didn't hear this earlier, we are doing a Whatnot sale on Saturday night, 6 p.m. So you can comment the word Whatnot and we'll send you the link.
If you had gloves on, you could use it. You use it with your fingers.
I need just a teeny weeny bit more right here.
Can you tell me what exact amount that is?
The teeny weeny bit.
Is that a technical term?
I thought all men knew what teeny weeny meant.
Ha ha!
Y'all did not hear me say that. I feel like it's not self-leveling into that area.
Angela said, late, I'll watch the replay.
Thank y'all for hopping on and joining me. Don't forget to hit the share button. Sprinkle the love.
That's pretty good.
There's a teeny spot in the corner right there. Got it. And right there.
Oh, and right there.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when it's self-leveling, it's not getting to the edges of something. So you got to encourage it.
Let's see.
Whew.
Kathy loves whatnot sale. Awesome.
Thank y'all for being here. What did she say? She said, I would love to have the Santa in the window and the packets of resins like the ornaments here. I don't know if we'll have any Santa windows in our whatnot on Saturday night. Do we have any cut out?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
we'll try to put
we've
those
got-
in the sale.
We got,
We turn off this overhead. Oh, wrong one.
and then do you have
There we go.
sale now?
Buy it now items.
Yes.
Where's my
Along
trash
with
can?
auction. Right here.
Yes, we'll do buy it now and auction items. And I've already listed a lot of the buy it now items that we usually have during our whatnot sale. So you can go ahead and preview those. But yeah, that'll be Saturday night at 6 p.m. If you're not a member of the Painters Clubhouse, this is your final invitation for the night to come and join us at comment PC info and we'll send you an invitation. We do fun projects in the clubhouse all the time. So if you aspire to learn how to paint like this is definitely advanced. So you might want to start with one kind of like we did on the first night where we added just the crackle and kept it pretty simple. But there's nothing saying you can't get to this level.
They like the fact that you turn the light off.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Wow, now I can really.
You can really see it. Yeah. It feels so much darker in here, though, with that off.
But your arms are both the same color.
More true to color. Thank you guys so much. They're saying I can see it better. It looks beautiful. Thank you. Should we do a giveaway? We haven't done a giveaway tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, because we actually mailed out the night 1 and night 2.
Oh, you already did?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We mailed those out today.
Hold on. I got to find the giveaway
Oh, sorry.
tool here so we can enter it. What?
Find out.
Um,
Spam.
yeah,
It's not
spam.
on area code.
Let me grab the link. Hold on. And then I'll tell you the hashtag to enter for the giveaway. And we'll give away another blank. Okay, I found it. Let's do hashtag resin. Don't enter it yet. Hashtag resin.
Now I wonder if they'll be able to do that, or like the link thing.
Mhm.
Because I think it was Heather said that you could only possibly only do one link.
I don't know. Enter hashtag resin. And we're going to do a drawing and give away one more of the 18-inch pumpkin lantern blanks. So you can create one of these at home. Jackie said, so glad you used the resin. I haven't used it yet. Hey, Dalton. I've got quite the mess to clean up here. Like, this is trash.
Yeah, you
Whatever, you're going to help me.
do.
I feel like everything in my craft room is topsy-turvy right now. It's all in a different place than it's supposed to be.
Becky said, so glad you used resin. I had to use it.
Okay, how do I clean these out? Can I just wash these out to reuse them?
I think the trash.
No, they're not trash.
Okay.
Shut your mouth. Like, can I wipe them out with an alcohol wipe? Will that clean them up? Resin is messy. Love it though. Oh, thank you, Angie. Get your name in. Hashtag resin. I'm gonna give you about another 40 seconds and then we're gonna draw a winner. Okay, Lisa said alcohol. In that cabinet up there, we've got some little alcohol wipes if they're not dried out. Cindy gave them to me. Kathy says trash. The middle container, that white tube looking thing in the back of that. Yep. Oh, Dalton, I've missed saying hi to you. I feel like I haven't seen you on here while I'm live in a long while. Oh, Crystal says if you let them dry, you should be able to peel it out.
No.
That's only though if it's like hardened resin. This is just hardener and resin separate. I want to wipe those. Don't put resin down your drain.
Laura said creativity is messy. Why don't you put resin down your drain?
Oh, duh. That's a dumb question. So, well, these two are hardener and resin separate. They haven't been mixed. I won't be able to peel that out later, will I? Okay, y'all ready to do
There's
the
no water wipe out with paper towel and alcohol.
plastic, trash, silicone, safe? I don't have, but I like these because they have the little
Vinegar.
measurements on them.
Angela said vinegar wipe
Vinegar.
out and let dry and then pull out
Okay.
like you do with the paint.
All right, y'all. Let's do the drawing. You ready? Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Only if they're mixed. All right. Ready? Here we go. We're drawing for a winner. Some of y'all probably see your name and you're like, stop! Congratulations, Cindy Pugh. I don't know if I said your name right. You are our winner tonight. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much showing up and supporting us and cheering us on while we do resin and sharing all of your great tips, because goodness knows this project would not have turned out half as good with me doing it without y'all watching. So I appreciate all the tips and tricks, and I'm excited to show this to y'all tomorrow. Well, I won't say tomorrow because it probably won't be dry tomorrow. The next time I'm live, hanging up behind me instead of, but I will be live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. for Friday Fab 5. So come and join me then. All right, y'all. Have a good night. See you Saturday night during the Whatnot sale too. Yes.
What? You need to tell Cindy.
Oh yeah, Cindy, if you're still on here, email us at info@southernadornmentsdecor.com so we have your address
She's on there.
and we can send you your prize. Oh, I see, Laura.
And 1 minute.
Did I miss any questions? Somebody said tonight was fun. You two were entertaining. It's never boring around our house. The two of us keep it interesting. And if it's not us, it's the kids. I should be able to touch it in the morning. Okay, good to know. Maybe I can hold it up and at least show y'all in the morning. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.